Silas, the steadfast timekeeper, stood at the threshold of the ancient sanctuary, flanked by his loyal allies. Their mission was clear: overcome the trials designed to test their worthiness and mastery over time, and secure the sanctuary's crucial knowledge. The team faced guardians and wardens who not only posed challenges, but could also become valuable allies. Each of Silas's team members had extraordinary abilities that complemented his powers. Leora, the skilled mage, wove the threads of time with masterful precision. Her deep understanding of temporal patterns allowed her to influence the flow of time through her spellcraft. She created intricate magical effects, altered probabilities, and wove protective barriers that ensured the team's safety. Her ability to craft temporal constructs and items made her an invaluable partner. Kieran, the rogue chronomancer, was a wild card. His rebellious streak contrasted with his deep respect for Silas. Kieran had a knack for creating and controlling shards of time energy, which he used both as weapons and tools. His unorthodox approach involved opening and closing rifts in time to create pathways or disrupt enemies. This added a unique edge to the team's dynamic. Alara, the ancient scholar, brought centuries of knowledge and wisdom to the team. Her vast understanding of temporal phenomena provided historical insights and strategic advice. She had the rare ability to enhance or alter memories, allowing Silas to recover lost information and understand complex temporal events. Her skill in perceiving hidden patterns made her invaluable in predicting future events and uncovering hidden truths. Thorne, the fierce warrior, channeled temporal energy into his combat skills. His protective armor, generated from temporal energy, enhanced his strength and defense. Thorne's ability to temporarily boost his physical abilities using time manipulation made him a formidable fighter. His blade, capable of cutting through temporal barriers, was essential in combating time-based attacks. Together, they navigated the sanctuary's trials, their unique abilities intertwining to overcome each challenge. As they progressed, they faced the sanctuary's guardians, who tested their resolve and skills. Some guardians saw the team's worthiness and chose to ally with them, offering guidance and support. Others remained adversaries, requiring the team to strategize and adapt. After overcoming numerous trials and forging crucial alliances, Silas and his team stood before the sanctuary's core. The knowledge contained within was powerful, capable of either enhancing the balance of time or threatening it, depending on its wielder. With the guidance of his allies, Silas secured the sanctuary's knowledge, vowing to protect it and ensure it was used for the greater good. The team's journey solidified their bond and highlighted the importance of unity and wisdom in safeguarding the flow of time. The Temporal Guardians, a team assembled to safeguard the intricate fabric of time, comprised individuals with unique abilities, each indispensable to their mission. At the helm was Silas, the timekeeper, an unyielding sentinel with vast knowledge of temporal mechanics. Assisting him were four extraordinary allies: Thorne, Seraphina, Finian, and Melis. Thorne, a formidable frontline defender, possessed immense physical prowess enhanced by temporal augmentations. He stood as a bastion against any threat, offering protection and sheer strength, making him a reliable and indomitable force in battles. His unwavering dedication to the team provided much-needed stability. Seraphina, a mystic with the extraordinary ability to perceive multiple potential timelines, served as the team's strategic guide. Her foresight enabled the group to navigate complex situations by visualizing possible outcomes. With her power to create illusions and cloak her allies within a temporal veil, Seraphina ensured their stealth and strategic advantage in missions. Her wisdom was invaluable to Silas, guiding his decisions and strategies with unparalleled clarity. Finian, the mischievous trickster, infused unpredictability into the Temporal Guardian's operations. His knack for manipulating time in unconventional ways, from creating temporal illusions to performing short-range teleportation, made him both an asset and a wild card. His charming yet erratic nature often led to creative problem-solving methods that no one anticipated. Lastly, Melis, the Dreamweaver, brought an ethereal touch to the team. Her abilities allowed her to enter and manipulate dreams, connecting them to the temporal flow. By exploring subconscious fears and hidden memories, she offered unique insights and helped uncover hidden truths. Melis's influence over the subconscious minds of others was instrumental in resolving internal conflicts and gaining clarity about temporal anomalies. Together, these allies formed a cohesive unit, each bringing their distinctive skills and perspectives. They complemented Silas's capabilities and were dedicated to maintaining the balance of time. Their diverse abilities proved to be invaluable in various aspects of time manipulation, knowledge, combat, and strategy. However, they faced formidable adversaries who sought to disrupt the temporal balance. Arion, a dark sorcerer and former rival to Silas, aimed to dominate time itself. His power to corrupt and distort temporal zones, along with his ability to wield time spells on a massive scale, made him a dangerous opponent. Arion's malevolent constructs, born of corrupted temporal energy, posed constant threats to the stability of reality. His desire for ultimate control stemmed from a belief that only he could impose order on time's inherent chaos. Nyx, on the other hand, was an enigmatic entity from a void between time. Embodying entropy, she sought to plunge all timelines into eternal darkness. With no conventional beginning or end, Nyx's mere existence was a dire threat. The temporal guardians, led by Silas, stood resolute against these adversaries, their combined strengths forging an unbreakable shield against those who threatened the sanctity of time. Nyx, shrouded in darkness, stepped out of her void, her eyes glinting like lost stars in the eternal night she wove around her. She moved with a grace that belied her destructive intent, aiming to erase the order of time itself. Her hatred for existence was as deep as the chasms of the void she created, where events and memories vanished as though they had never been. In her wake, reality twisted, a testament to her power. Across the temporal plane, Thorne was quietly plotting. He had long abandoned his vow to Silas's order, believing the current temporal system flawed. A rogue with the ability to sabotage time-related spells and steal life through aging, Thorne envisioned himself as the new arbiter of time. His eyes burned with a fervor born of ambition, and a desire to rectify what he saw as the injustices of the timekeeping system. Each step he took was a calculated move towards seizing control of the temporal balance. Farther away, amidst the haunting remnants of shattered timelines, Lysandra thrived. She was a phantom of lost eras, drawn to anomalies like a moth to flame. In places where time flowed unevenly, she gleefully spread chaos. Her manipulations created a world of perpetual confusion, where echoes of forgotten timelines rose to torment the present. In the future's bleak hold, Erebus ruled with an iron fist. A warlord who had conquered time, his dystopian regime extended its tentacles into the past. Enforcing his will across epochs, with advanced weaponry and technologies at his disposal, Erebus sought to rewrite history, bending it to serve his totalitarian vision. His presence was a shadow over humanity's struggle for freedom. The clash of these powerful beings was inevitable. As Nyx, Thorne, Lysandra, and Erebus moved their pieces on the cosmic chessboard, the fabric of time itself began to strain. Temporal distortions and shadows converged, creating rifts that threatened to consume all known existence. Nyx's voids began to overlap with Lysandra's chaotic realms, darkening the anomalies with a malice that only deepened the destruction. Thorne found himself both an ally and an enemy to the others, his unpredictable nature making him an unstable variable in the battle for temporal dominance. Erebus, with his unyielding force, attempted to crush opposition with the ruthless efficiency of his future technologies, only to find that even his mastery over time had limitations. As their powers clashed, reality teetered on the brink. Each sought supremacy, but none accounted for the resilience of time itself. In the end, the temporal plane proved more than a mere backdrop to their struggle. It was a living entity, pushing back against the chaos they sought to impose. The entities found themselves caught in their own web of temporal paradoxes, unable to completely escape the order they so despised. The world teetered yet held, a reminder that time, even under siege, could find a way to endure. In the heart of a sprawling metropolis where past, present, and future converge, for influential figures vie for control over time itself. Erebus, a master of advanced technology and temporal manipulation, strives to create a singular reality under his dominion. His motivation stems from a desire for ultimate power and an unyielding belief in his right to rule. Meanwhile, Maris, a former ally turned antagonist, seeks to rewrite history to serve her purposes. Once a respected time weaver, her obsession with altering significant events has transformed her into a formidable adversary. Her motivations are deeply personal, rooted in past grievances and a desire for control. Vesper, an enigmatic figure existing partially outside the flow of normal time, adds another layer of complexity to the struggle. He manipulates time and emotions to instill fear and uncertainty, his ultimate goals shrouded in mystery. Then there's Draven, a masterful assassin who uses time manipulation to eliminate his targets with lethal precision. Hidden in the shadows, he blends into the fabric of time, making him a nearly unstoppable force in his deadly missions. The city has become a battleground where temporal distortions and anomalies occur regularly, disrupting the lives of ordinary citizens. Technology and magic blend seamlessly, with time-warping devices and ancient artifacts frequently changing hands. Alliances are fluid and betrayals common, as each contender seeks to outmaneuver the others. Erebus deploys his advanced machines and temporal warriors to impose his will, while Maris delicately weaves and unweaves time threads to alter critical events. Vesper remains an ominous presence, his actions unpredictable as he phases in and out of timelines to create temporal anomalies. Draven lurks in the periphery, executing precise strikes that destabilize the fragile balance of power. In the realm where the essence of time is the foundation of existence, Silas, the timekeeper, stands as the guardian of temporal balance. His companions possess unique abilities that are pivotal in confronting an array of formidable villains who threaten this balance. Among these villains is Arion, whose corruption of time fabric heralds a cataclysm. Silas and his team venture into Arion's fortress, a place where time flows erratically. The battlefield is plagued by zones where time moves unpredictably, forcing Silas's team to adapt their strategies constantly. Encounters with corrupted temporal constructs, and the looming threat of a massive rift to an alternate reality test their resolve. Fortunately, Leora's temporal threads can stabilize zones, Thorne's temporal armor offers defense against powerful spells, Kieran's time rift manipulation aids in closing rifts, and Alara's temporal archives hold insights into Arion's corruption. Victory hinges on their ability to confront and avert the impending catastrophe. Another menace is Nyx, whose influence plunges areas into eternal night and erases time, creating a realm shrouded in darkness where time stands still. Silas and his team must navigate disorientation and fear to reach Nyx. They face shadow creatures, void-induced reality distortions, and psychological manipulation. Seraphina's future vision foresees attacks, Finian's time pranks create diversions, Melis's dream-weaving explores Nyx's weaknesses, and Silas's temporal barriers stabilize their environment, giving them a fighting chance to overcome the darkness. Thorne, once an ally, rebels against Silas's order and the balance of time. His disruptiveness and time-thieving abilities make him a versatile and unpredictable opponent, posing a significant challenge in an ancient temporal citadel. Silas's team counters Thorne with memory restoration, temporal shards that disrupt mimicry, and exploiting Thorne's past grievances to find his weaknesses. Lysandra, intent on unraveling reality, brings hallucinations, chaotic distortions, and echoes of lost timelines to the battlefield.